Hello, hello. Welcome back. All right. I'm still on my morning coffee and cigarette, so forgive me and smoke up if you do partake. P.S. I want to share before, all these rumors or whatever. If you're noticing my burn marks here, I'll tell you how I got them, and this should also serve as a warning. I use and talk about essential oils a lot, use them for everything. And I have not addressed their dangers in a while. So here's one. This is oregano essential oil, and I got this because when I oil pull, I put the coconut oil in my mouth, and then I drop the essential oils in my mouth. Usually I hit my mouth. This time I did not, and this is the result of it. So please use your essential oils safely, especially ones like oregano or cinnamon or things like that that can hurt you. So anyways, and this was, today is Thursday. I did this on Sunday or Monday. Sunday, yeah, Monday, because on Tuesday, yeah. So, anyways, that's 5 days so far, and it's still not done. Okay, so what I want to talk about here is my anniversary. Tomorrow, December 2nd, is what I referred to as D-Day for the past 10 years. And why I refer to it as that, for those of you who don't know. Well, my last channel that had the Soul Journeys radio channel that had everything, my whole history, completely erased, deleted. So not just health videos, other videos. In fact, anybody who posted these videos was also deleted. And Russ Dove, who was killed, who just died, had the record all documented. And I believe it was 13 channels total, completely erased on YouTube, no notice, no anything for posting these videos. What are these videos? My D-Day consisted of, 10 years ago, I was hanging out in bushes. Yeah, wearing camo. Actually, the whole intent that day was to take pictures of cops jumping out of bushes to save the little girls who, of the sex trafficking ring in McConaughey Canyon, Rancho Penasquito, San Diego, that were being trafficked from the U.S.-Mexico border with the help of all of these wonderful agencies with lettered acronyms that you believe are keeping you safe. Let's see, ICE, DHS, yes, local cops, local sheriffs, FBI, yes, they're involved, DIA, yes, they're involved, and other military branches or offices like Office of Naval Intelligence and things like that. So, and those are just the agencies that I have personal, firsthand experience with. That does not say other agencies are not involved. But I do not have 100% direct firsthand knowledge experience. For example, while the CIA or whoever may be involved, I never met anybody who I saw their ID that said they were CIA or anybody who admitted to it or anything. But yes, DIA, FBI, ONI, and the rest were involved. So the sex trafficking ring, we became aware of it earlier when Anna Garcia from NBC LA, that's Los Angeles, did a report about the girls in the canyon and sent an undercover journalist who was posing as a migrant living in these canyons that were protected by D.R. Horton and Party Homes and, of course, the San Diego Sheriff's Northeastern Division. They, oh God, it's kind of hard to talk about it. And there are videos that do still exist. I'll put those links in the description. And the photos, I'm going to have to just re-upload them on Facebook because, of course, those were all deleted. But everybody knew the sex trafficking ring was going on. After the 30 days, Anna Garcia showed her report in NBC LA. It was shown once, deleted, never shown again, and then she was fired for being racist. Yes, Anna Garcia was racist against Mexicans because she showed that little Mexican girls were being trafficked and raped. Of course, only a racist would say that, right? Like myself. I'm such a racist. I went down there to go see. I interviewed the migrants, which are on video, admitting that this is going on every single Wednesday, Saturday, 4 p.m., right? $15 with a condom, $30 without. Yes, you will see this in the pictures, and if I ever have internet and stuff again to re-upload all of the older videos, I will definitely do that. And if there's anybody out there that wants to help, like real help this time, not somebody that's just gonna waste all my time and have me go through my 100 gigabytes of evidence to send to you so you could just steal it or do whatever it is you're doing with it. Yeah. So, December 2nd, we had already been told by Mayor Jerry Sanders, who's really cool to the homeless, thanks South Park, and Casey. And, joking, okay. And it was Captain Boyd Long, and who else? Captain Boyd Long, Mayor Jerry Sanders, and I can't remember. It was pre-brain infection stuff, and I haven't revisited this topic for a while. So I'll forget a few names, but anyways, I'll go watch my old videos or listen to my old shows. But, or if you were there, please feel free to remind me or let me know in the comments. But we were told we had already turned all this stuff in and, you know, it was already proof positive. These girls are being raped. And December 2nd was a Saturday that the cops assured us that no more girls will be being raped. And even Captain Boyd Long was on the news, you know, saying that, oh yeah, we're going to make sure that, you know, that doesn't happen. And we were under the impression that they were going to be hiding out there that day and arresting the traffickers. No. So what happened is we were threatened to be arrested for trespassing. Number two, after we had the girls on video, the guys get out the rooms and they called the cops and the cops didn't want to do anything. They went and met us like 4 miles away from the location, and that was only due to the roads and the driving. So it would have been like a half a mile walking, but the driving was all the way. Anyways, so we went over there and we told them everything we saw and that it was all on video. And, oh, well, do you have the exchange of money on video? Because if not, then we can't prove it's prostitution. As if they're like going after the girls for charging their $15, right? For being brought across the border against their will with their families threatened, hiding in bushes in these horrible conditions, way worse than me living in this tent. Yeah? Huh. So when that happened, I'm like, screw this. So I just ran all the way back, ran down the hill, and I decided I'm going to chase him, right? Which I wasn't clearly thinking, but I'm just thinking, save the girls. That was my own, that's all that was on my mind. Run down that crazy little hill, and then one of the guys ended up following behind me, which I guess was probably good, and you know, kept me a little safer, even though he wasn't like, he's running that way, I'm running that way. My camera battery fell out while I was running, because it was a JVC, and the battery was like as big as the camera. So that kind of sucked. We missed like a couple minutes as I was chasing him, but like the voices and this and that. And anyways, make a long story short, we did not save the girls. Why this is my D-Day is my life forever changed. And yeah, while I was doing political stuff before, there were always like trolls and stalkers and just dumb people that threaten you because they don't like what they think you think, or, all sorts of stuff. And then I started to see, that was, not that very day, but in that period, 2005, 6, 7, was when I realized that, wow, law enforcement actually isn't here to enforce laws. They are here to break them and silence people who tell the truth. Yeah. So that's what I got to find out. I got to figure out. And another thing, not all girls being trafficked want to be saved. Wow. That was the toughest lesson. So, on this anniversary edition, 10 years later, how my life changed, and if you've, been around at all or saw any of my gang stalking videos or anything, that is all a result of it. Like within one day, I became a racist, I became a child abuser, I became a Grand Wizard KKK, who not only works for the CIA, but also works for the Mexican government. Shooting helicopters out of the sky, poisoning people with chemical weapons, and kidnapping them. What else? Of course, killing Mexicans because, I'm racist and I hate brown people. And I'm a pedophile too. I'm not just abusing my children, I'm trafficking them. What else? Oh my God, then down the rabbit hole. Basically, everything horrible that could be said about somebody that would make every single person in the world hate him, no matter how love and light or wonderful or blah, blah, blah you think you are, that's me. According to the stalkers. Who are the stalkers? Well, I have addressed that in other videos, and I don't want to go there now. I just want to say that I made it these 10 years. I don't know how, only by faith and grace. I went from living in a big house on the hill overlooking the ocean, the border, good job, 3 cars, blah, 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 the American dream, right? To, well, what's happened, and I'm a step up now, living in a tent. Yeah. And see, completely lost all family and almost every single friend I had at the time, which is great, technically, because they weren't really friends. And now I know the people in my life are real people who love me for me, not for who they expect or want me to be. And I also feel like I want to honor myself, that girl 10 years ago who maybe, you're brave or stupid. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know that when you see an injustice, like little girls being raped or a car blowing up or, whatever, the crazy things. I've been accused of being crazy for interfering or trying to help in situations where people have deemed that you shouldn't help. And, I kind of knocked that girl thinking like, that was really dumb of her to do that. And look what she did. And now look at the end result. And I didn't really honor what I had in me to keep me going, to keep me doing that and doing the right thing despite the consequences, and being able to stand in that truth despite the media, and alternative media, even worse, cover everything up and try to turn me into a demon. And by the way, if you do see that, you want to ask yourself why. Why is this homeless baker, photographer with a voice, this big demon with, Rockefellers and Clintons and Bushes and Trumps and, UNs and CFRs and trilateral, all these other people involved, but I'm their main topic. You gotta wonder, might even give you some insight as to who they are involved with and what their real agenda is. But yeah, I want to honor that girl, Christie, 10 years ago, who didn't know anything about this, who naively went into this situation thinking that you really could save the kids if you wanted to, that you really could prevent these injustices, and that you really did have a voice, and that law enforcement was actually there to help victims. And yeah, I've learned a lot this 10 years. Yeah. And it's been fun. And I actually wouldn't trade it for anything. You know, once you're outside that box, you know, the red pill, the blue pill, you can't go back, and nor would I want to. Is everything about life beautiful and pretty and airy-fairy and blah, blah, blah? No. These are actual realities, and ignoring them or kumbayaing them or blaming me because it's my reality, right? Like, I brought it on. I brought the girls being raped, and then I brought the stalkers, and, you know, none of it's really real, right? It's just my thinking. Anyways, yeah, I have learned a lot that I am so grateful for, that I can use to help other people that may not know. Is this topic buried forever? No. I mean, okay, so they got me by the balls, right? I live in a tent, I don't have internet, my hard drives, they killed the dude who was keeping record of everything, and, you know, but it does still exist in safe places. So yeah, this story will be told again. It is not over. And yeah, so each D-Day has gotten easier and easier. Actually, last year I think was pretty hard, living on the streets. Yeah, couldn't hardly even walk. That really sucked, and especially in the cold and, you know, whatever. But I made it, and I want to thank everyone who's here who has helped me make it, even if it's just by offering a smile and, yeah, or offering me hope when I saw none. And I didn't, and now I do. So, yay. Happy anniversary to me. And thank you for being there through the duration of this freaking crazy chaos. Have a good day.